You are Ohana. We hope you stand tall. Howdy and aloha, everybody. This is James with Monotalk, and I'm a little dark, obviously. It is October the 4th already, 2023. And this guy went ballistic. Beast mode. He's a paladin patriot, in my opinion, for a good cause. What's he talking about here? Wonder what this guy's talking about here. Let me see. Yeah, it didn't show him saying it, but reject the New World Order, embrace America first. That's his tweet. Boom, 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 boom. Right? That's badass. That's not what fucking Kevin McCarthy was doing. That's why there are a lot of people catching on to who exactly out there are a part of it. There are some people that don't want to be a part of that. They know it's a scam. They know it's trouble. They know it's negative. They know it's death and destruction for everybody, but it's just a handful of people. Just that's it. Like I've always said, and I brought this up 3 years ago. They want to get rid of as many people on the planet and hoard the rest for themselves. About 2/3. And that's their goal. They're going to use any means possible. They're definitely trying to use environmental social governance, right? They're also trying to use the new and exciting and very exciting is not the right word. The genocidal bioweapon that I'm always talking about, the Kool-Aid, the stuff that everybody thought would really help them, but didn't stop the transmission of anything. It only made things worse. Blood clots and death and blood clots and death. And it's sad. And there are people still out there. The same girl. I took my son, not my son, he's like my son. One of my newest sons, no. My grandson out. And we went and watched the Mule D2 football team play at the local Central Missouri University College, the Mules. They got a really good football team, and we went and watched them practice. And there's still a lot of colleges out there that require this stuff. This college does not. This college has got healthy, pure-blooded kids playing, where there's a lot of colleges out there that don't. And that kind of brings me to something in regards to the DNA that's in there, the alteration, or however this Kool-Aid crap works. I always thought, and I know this is just clearly speculation and just a wild theory, but I wonder if Bill Gates has his own DNA in there. Would that surprise anybody? It would surprise me. So everybody that took this thing, hey, guess what? You're now a relative of freaking Bill Gates, like a real relative, blood kind of DNA. Oh my God, if that was the case, that would be fucking nuts. Yeah, so he's this, Matt Gaetz is not about any of that stuff. And there's a lot of, like Chip Roy's not in it. I know Laura Boebert isn't in it. Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't appear to be in it. I just know that Kevin McCarthy and I did a few shows back on how he is a young globalist, has never denied being a young globalist, has never said anything bad about Klaus Schwab or Yuval Harari or anything regarding the World Economic Forum and their New World Order / Fourth Industrial Revolution / Great Reset crap. Yeah, they're on a mission. That's an agenda. They're serious. These are some people that are highly connected with the most powerful, influential, and financially stable, I guess you'd say, people on the planet. We're talking people that can wipe their butts with $1 billion and wouldn't hesitate doing it with another billion. You know, fold the paper over. That's the way they would do it. They're fucking, they don't need you anymore. You know, and I keep trying to let Dr. John Campbell, Jimmy Dore, all these people, you know, as many as possible know that they don't really need you. Because once they have central bank digital currency, they don't need anybody. They don't need you at all. They don't need your labor. They don't need your taxes. They don't need anything because they'll control it all. And if you think that Fed now is not a piece of that, then I'm telling you, then you're wrong. I know that they voted down on central bank digital currency, but they're going to keep pushing. Little battles here, we will win. Definitely a decent-sized battle had been won by Matt Gaetz and all of those that were with him in getting out this guy that just reneged. He freaking totally, completely went ass backwards on what he had promised, what he had said he was committed to doing. Stopping this endless spending. We're at $33 trillion fucking dollars in debt. I don't know to fucking who. This is crazy. It's gotten so out of hand, and people like Matt Gaetz and it's odd because for some reason the Democrats don't see debt and they don't see inflation and they don't see people in dire straits as an issue. And now they're bringing up again, oh, we're going to get you your free college again. It's like every fucking 2 years. Oh, it's time to bring up the free college thing and get them on board. Here, we're doing it. All of a sudden, they don't do it. Biden's tried like 3 times. Not tried. They throw it out there to hook you. It's a psyop. It's marketing. They're marketing it to you like you're going to fucking jump on it again. And, oh, they're going to do it, and they don't do it. Oh, they're going to do Medicare for all. Oh, they don't do it. Oh, they're going to codify Roe versus Wade. They don't do it. Like I said, they had a fucking chance to codify Roe versus Wade when they had the supermajority for 75, 76 days in 2008, 9, somewhere around there. Obama was president, and the Democrats could have done anything. They could have stopped every fucking war on the planet. They could have did this and did that and stopped this and fixed that and they could have raised the minimum wage, which hasn't been raised since 2009. It's still $7.25 a fucking hour. And what they brought you was the ACA, Affordable Care Act, was fucking the opposite of that. The ACA, or Obamacare, Michael and him created, or this, it's just, it monopolized like 4 or 5, maybe 6 major middlemen health insurance companies, health companies, right? Blue Cross, Shield, Aetna, etc. Blue Shield, Aetna, etc., etc. And that solid, and then it gave Big Pharma a big push. The fucking Democrats, look up Dixie. I mean, I was fooled. I was played. Like I said, I owe a bunch of my Republican friends back in those days and people that I was living with that I used to scream at them and yell at them. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And they're looking at me like, dude, just fuck. What? And I regret that. And I'm apologizing now. And I've been doing it ever since I found out that Obama was a piece of shit. He was like the worst. He was like the worst president, if he was a legitimate president in the first place, that we've ever had. No, no, not ever. But the one we have now is obviously worse than everybody we've had throughout the entire history of the United States. Which is their job, is what the Democrats are doing, to do whatever they can to follow the New World Order and bring everything down. And if you go to any blue state, any fucking blue state, you will find out that their states are just imploding. Like the criminal rate is crazy. Pedophiles everywhere. People living on the streets everywhere. It's just exploding. There are areas that I know that don't have it, but it's starting. Right? There are some areas of where I'm kind of from, LA, Orange County, Disneyland, LA area. LA is just infested. And it's not their fault. They can't afford to fucking pay $2,000 for a one-bedroom apartment, and $20 an hour doesn't fucking cut it. It's bullshit. It's and this is happening in all the blue states. The blue states are so fucked up right now. They're so bad. The tyrannical authoritarianism. Passing a bill recently where the Supreme Court said, no, you can't fucking do that. What they passed was no doctor could question or ask or post or do a peer research or anything in regards to anything that Big Pharma or the WHO puts out there. The WHO wants to take away the sovereignty of the globe. The WHO is connected to the World Economic Forum. We all know that. Everybody, if you don't know that, you know it now. But it's fucking out of hand. And they're all in on this. It's really sad. It's just sad. I do know, however, that there are some, and I'm going to say some, not a very lot of them, I would say maybe 10 or 15% at the maximum, of progressives, true liberal progressives. Liberalism is supposed to be open to new ideas and very which is fine, but that means you need to listen to everything and not cut people off, not use the Orwellian Huxley Ministry of Truth crap. So only your information or what you believe is correct and right to be true and out there and able for everybody to see. No, that's not the way it works. But there are some people out there that are on that side that are saying, no, this was wrong. People that are actually using just basic common sense. It doesn't take a super critical thinker. I mean, even Neil deGrasse Tyson can't tell you what a fucking woman is. What the fuck? How is that even possible? You've seen it in Congress. I don't know what a woman is because what? What? This is fucking happening. The Democrats have become Democrats. The in-bed constituents / legislators, judiciaries, executives that are all in on this World Economic Forum. From my perspective, I'm calling them Democrats because they're just sick. It seems like Satanism is in. Right? It's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And fucking Matt Gaetz ain't having part of it. Chip Roy saying, fuck you. Lauren Boebert saying, My senator definitely saying, fuck the fuck off. Donald Trump saying, I don't think so, which I hope is his position. I need him to come out and say, fuck the World Economic Forum. He ain't having it. If he's in the same position where Matt Gaetz is, to me, that's a no-brainer. Because, it's the World Economic Forum is it's the Amway convention. You're part of the Amway way. That's what the World Economic Forum is. If you've ever heard of Amway or multi-level marketing. Right? They're all in it together. They do the same thing. They repeat the same thing. They have all the commercials of saying the same thing. Mainstream media is all over it. It's just nuts. just fucking nuts. You know, and I get where people are coming from, and I didn't before. And but I knew the Dems were crooked. I saw what they did to fucking Bernie Sanders. And then when Bernie Sanders, you know, willingly bent over in 2020, you know, when he willingly, I mean, that was, Faiz Shakar was one of his campaign managers, who used to be Harry Reid's, Nancy Pelosi, John Kerry's campaign manager, part of their team, was part of Bernie's team. Like, what the fuck? You're just setting yourself up for fucking losing, or that's just part of the deal. And it was. Then I mean, the more you think about it, the more you see, the more crooked, corrupt criminal that I've ever seen a political party ever. It's just fucking crazy. Donna Brazile admitted in regards to fucking rigging, colluding, whatever she was doing in 2016. Now she's saying that Trump is a fucking real movement and people should watch out because this guy is fucking serious. Yeah, he's not going away. He's got hundreds of thousands of millions of fucking very, very staunch Republican conservative people that believe in Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord, and believe in, you know, these certain things that are out there that he really holds to be dear to him. When they've been trying to make him appear, trying their hardest. I mean, all you have to do is just George Takei is God, that guy's he's just the biggest pedophile I've ever seen in my life. Sick motherfucker. Just disgusting. And I follow him and a few others that are Democrats that are like super staunch, Hollywood, whatever, ex-Hollywood. And they all say the same thing at the same time. Like somebody's handing them their script because they're actors, crisis actors, you know, whatever. You know, George Takei is not Sulu he's not that at all. He's just an actor. Remember that, people. You know, it's the stuff. I mean, the only thing they say about, well, he's evil, he's bad, he's a misogynist. Okay, well, prove it. Prove it. Oh, he grabbed the pussy. Oh my God. Oh no. He grabbed the pussy. Oh. Well, I think I've grabbed a few. I know that. I know a lot of guys out there have grabbed a few too. Does that make me a misogynist? The indictments have been crap. And they've been timed to take this guy. Their goal is to not give him a chance to run. Is exactly what they're doing to JFK. Excuse me, not JFK, but RFK, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who I guess has to wait to announce that he's going to be an independent or a libertarian. I fucking know. Right? And he's probably going to try to pull votes away from Trump. That's what he's going to do. He's not going to affect Biden. That's not what he's here for. I think he's out there to affect Trump, because a lot of people are going to go, well, I'm not going to vote for Trump because he's a misogynist, racist, all this other stuff, because that's what the mainstream media wants you to believe. Right? What if Biden says you ain't black if you don't vote for me? This old white man who helped create the crime bill that put millions of minorities, and especially blacks, in prison forever, who's part of the Dixiecrats. And look up Dixiecrats, because these are the people that fucking didn't want anything to do with black people voting or fucking existing, period. These eugenicist fucks, these Nazi eugenicist fucks that we're paying for in Ukraine to do. If you have any problem with anything I'm saying, or if you're going, what are you talking about? No. Leave it in the comments. I'll send you all the information you need to know. I'll send you a few pictures. I'll send you some documents. I'll send you maybe some news clips. I'll send you everything you need to know that the reason why my beliefs are in the direction that they are for good cause. Donald Trump in 2020 had his election stolen from him. He was sold down the river by Anthony Fauci in regards to the vaccine, and he had a group of people helping him. So, of course, that was his freshman year. This guy's never been a legislator, a judiciary, or an executive in his life. He was fucking false crack, they call it, in Hawaii. If somebody hits you, blindsiding you, and he was fucking just false crack completely. And then Megyn Kelly, when she did her interview, she goes, "I'm vaccine injured." He was his tone changed. I think he's done his research on it now because his team around him are idiots. Vote early? Seriously? So if everybody votes early, 2 or a few weeks, a month, or whatever the case may be. So if everybody votes early, and if Donald Trump isn't around, guess what happens to that vote? Bye-bye. Do you get to vote again? No. Right? Ask for the holiday, Donald. Ask for the holiday. Say you want to create the holiday. Every 2 years, create a holiday so people can take it off. Paid. It's not going to hurt anybody. The fucking ratio of rich people to poor people is just astronomical in the United States. It's up to about 50 to 1. 50 to 1 is the ratio now. In like the UK and Europe, some countries besides the United States. It's about 458 to 1 in the United States. Meaning they can afford maybe getting their employees just a day off to go fucking vote. But they don't. They want to manipulate, they want to control, and these two parties just keep fucking doing this shit. Right? So the only problem I have with the duopoly is there still is one. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Liz Cheney, and a few others that have gone all in with the fucking World Economic Forum. A few of these people, the senators and judiciaries and all this stuff, have attended some of the Davos meetings. I posted that up. It's in fucking stopthewef.org or DIYliberty.org or fthewef.org. I put up the information. It's in there. All the companies, State Farm's been in there. Budweiser was at the last Davos meeting. Isn't that interesting? They're all about CEI, Corporate Equality Index, right? It's all the plan. The plan is, it's always been divide and conquer when it comes to the plutocrats, the monarchies, and the, the 0.001%. People are just got off of it. Most of the people you don't even know. You think fucking Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, you think those guys got money? There's people out there that have money in places you've never heard of before and are fucking way more powerful than these fucks. Way more powerful. That have influence. I mean, Larry Fitch is a good example. Fitch, fuckhead from BlackRock. Right? That guy's a fucking shyster and a half. Matt Gaetz did what he was supposed to do. Along with some others, he was the spearhead. He was the spearhead of taking out something that was doing harm to his country. Every time we send money to the military-industrial complex, that's not what it's about. Or some war that people think it's righteous for. It doesn't go to where you think it's going. It fucking goes to the freaking 0.001%. It goes to Raytheon. It goes to Lockheed Martin. What's the happiest union on the planet? You guys know what the happiest union on the planet is? Yeah, the military-industrial complex. I don't know the fucking name off the top of my head. I've talked about it a few times. But they never had problems. You know why? They haven't had an issue since 2001. Isn't that weird? Well, we've committed and given the military-industrial complex every year, on average, $680 billion. Do the numbers yourself. Comes out about there. $680 billion per year. Man, if you're working at Raytheon or Lockheed Martin, you're fucking making money, brother. Kudos to you for making money. And I get it. That's fine. But the problem is a lot of that money goes right back into the campaigns, right back into the Cayman Island accounts, right back in the South African accounts, right back in the Swiss bank accounts for this, and whatever grease they're getting under the table, if you understand what that term means, to a lot of these politicians in the United States. Yeah. These people like Kevin McCarthy and the rhinos that are out there, he's a Republican. He's a Republican. Right? Is because they're greedy. All they care, they're not doing the job for. You think AOC is there to help you? Do you think Nancy Pelosi? No. I mean, I know that's a stupid question to most people that even glance at or know of my channel. But I always talk, and I may seem repetitive if somebody once told me, but I want people that have never been here before to understand the process. Hey, Cheryl. I got a lot of your Instagram, not Instagram. I got a lot of your information you're sending me all different directions, by the way. Good stuff. And some of that stuff I can't play, but I can't play, but I can talk about it. Oh shit! I didn't post our last one up on Odyssey, but I downloaded it though. It's on my other channel. By the way, I leave that other channel up. I don't know if it's still there. Because some of the stuff we talk about is pretty crazy. But let me get back to Matt Gaetz, because this fucking dude is the spearhead. Right? And I love the fact that he fucking tweets this shit. Reject the New World Order, embrace America first. Fuck yes. That's where fucking Trump should be. Trump needs to say this. Look, I am voting for Trump, and I'm going to tell you why. For one, he deserves it because they stole an election from him. For two, everything they've done to this guy has been fucking heinous and terrible. Most of these Democrats, could you see Katie Hobbs going through the fucking shit that Trump's going through? She'd fucking shoot herself. She would off herself so fucking fast. She does not have, most of these Democrats don't have that internal strength, like a lion, like a shark, like a fucking grizzly bear, right? They don't have that instinctive need to survive and protect their cubs and their pack, like the head buffalo. You know what I mean? Matt Gaetz is a fucking patriot, a paladin patriot, for sure. He is. And I created that website, by the way. But which is going to be different and good and cool. It's going to be mostly about MMA and, us being the stronger, which I've got to tell you, look, let me show you this. So this guy right here, right? So here's, just listen to this. Oh, wait, is that a commercial? Let's go to the commercial, of course. Sorry.
Do you think you'd be...
Come on. Come on now. Come on. Where is it? Why does it keep going to here? Oh, I can play it up there? Oh, that's weird. It went to a short. This doesn't make any sense. Here.
House today looks like it's falling apart. You've already got 17 no votes in that House Republican caucus saying we're not passing anything. What do you think's happening here?
Yeah, like I truly, I was very proud of my colleagues, because they're really about governance. That's what it is. And on the other, the House, the whatever they call themselves, Team America or whatever they call themselves, I just like, bring your vote. Otherwise, they need to go hump a different leg.
You were in, you drove your, I think it was a Ford.
I love Chris Hayes doing his best. He's a veteran there on MSNBC, and so he's heard it all, and yet John Fetterman's leg humping comments seem to surprise even him. And he says, yeah, well, anyway, moving on. Could we?
It's totally. So I've got to ask you guys, let's listen to this guy and see how he talks. Doing it again? What the fuck is going on here? Hang on. Here we go.
All right, we want to welcome our radio audiences as well as we welcome Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this evening. You were the driving force behind yesterday's motion to vacate. It's a historic moment, first time in American history of a Speaker of a House be ousted. And now we have a race between potentially Jim Jordan, Steve Scalise. In the past, you said you would support Steve Scalise, but you're a friend of Jim Jordan. Who are you going to back?
Well, I'm for both of them right now. I'm eager to hear their plans and their vision. But if the House of Representatives goes from the stewardship of Kevin McCarthy to either the stewardship of Jim Jordan or Steve Scalise, that's going to come to the delight of many conservatives and certainly many of the Floridians that I represent. But it's not just about the person. Both of these folks are honorable men. It's about the plan they have to reduce spending. We sit atop a $33 trillion debt. We're facing $2 trillion plus annual deficits. And I am worried about global de-dollarization. I see what's going on in the African Union, where more of those countries are using local currency when they're selling natural resources. I look to a lot of the Gulf monarchies and energy producers in the Middle East that are moving away from the dollar and toward the yuan. Matter of fact, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and Iran just in August joined the BRICS system, the Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa system, to de-dollarize. That with the latest Reuters survey showing that economic analysts now believe that in 2024, you're really going to see a cooling off of the dollar. So I believe we have to have governance and a plan.
A lot of critics, sir, do say, though, an expansion of BRICS, though, means it actually dilutes it. They cannot coalesce around anything, and that actually helps the fact that the dollar will remain the primacy currency on the global stage.
I wonder. I think that that is not a linear progression, right? Because as BRICS becomes more institutionalized, you could see more and more good. I mean, the real worry about BRICS is the movement of natural resources outside of the dollar as the global south continues to develop and pack an even larger punch in the economy. I think that the downgrade from Fitch was largely driven by the fact that there's no real backstop to spending. So here's what we need, no matter who's the speaker. We need a top-line budget that, at least in the House of Representatives, returns to pre-COVID spending levels, and then we need to be able to have single-subject spending bills with open amendments to have programmatic review of agency spending.
Yeah, can you hear this fucker? I mean, seriously, I want to hear.
Get your free Thomas Sowell ebook. Trickle.
I don't know who that fucking dude is. Dark Sports. What the fuck is that? Hold on. Yeah, I want to hear. Did he fucking play it, or are we just? Oh my god! Boom, 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 boom.
Looks like it's falling apart. You've already got 17 no votes in that House Republican caucus saying we're not passing anything. What do you think's happening here?
Yeah, like I truly, I was very proud of my colleagues, because they're really about governance. That's what it is. And on the other, the House, the whatever they call themselves, Team America or whatever they call themselves, I just like, bring your vote. Otherwise, they need to go hump a different leg.
You were in, you drove your, I think.
That doesn't even seem like the same fucking dude. That does not even seem like the same fucking dude, honestly. He's still a moron. But, I mean, that's the guy he couldn't know or be aware of or cognitively understand a single fucking word that Matt Gaetz just fucking said. It's not, I mean, no. That is the most shameful. Well, it's obvious it was rigged, but it's shameful to have that fucking. He's a buffoon, right? Just a demented, and was it his ailment? You can't have people running a fucking state like that. That's crazy. That just makes no sense. It makes no sense. He doesn't understand most of the stuff that's happening around him. I guarantee it. I don't understand a lot of shit that goes on in fucking Congress. I mean, I know, politics pretty well, but I guarantee you that I know a fucking shit ton more than what that guy could even, flick out. It's just he has no place in at that level at all, and it was rigged. The Oz whole thing was just totally rigged, and I can prove that to you. If you have any questions about that, you're welcome to tell me about that. But anyway, Matt Gaetz is kicking ass. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's got some other people doing it. I clearly indicated that to him and a few other people. The single line spending is fucking brilliant. Right? It's freaking brilliant. The paladin of Congress, Matt Gaetz, is off the duplicitous duopoly. Yeah. McCarthy is of the duplicitous duopoly. He's part of, duplicitous is bad. And I let Jimmy Dore know, and, Jimmy Dore know in the House of GOP. I know. And he clearly, I mean, this kid, you think Vivek is good at, conversing, debating, or, getting his word out. He's a good sales. He's a good pitch man. Good pitch guy, for sure. But there's something in Matt Gaetz that I think, for me, he's saying fucking ditch the WEF, right? That would be a good freaking website link. Anyway, domain name. But it's the way he presents himself, and it's not only astute. He's always, upright, prominent, dresses well, hair's, perfect. But he respects the position. Unlike Fetterman, on the other end of the spectrum, doesn't even know how to tie a fucking half Windsor. Or probably doesn't even know what that is. It's not the full tie. A full Windsor is two, anyway. And it's really sad. It's really sad. But that's the kind of people that Democrats want. That's the kind of people they want right now. Is that the kind of people you want running the country? I mean, seriously, ask yourself that. Because that's what there you go. Right? Oh, but then he's not evil. You don't know. There's no substantial evidence to say at this current point that Fetterman, right, is there for your on your behalf, but to help your livelihood, for your interests. No, there's no indication of that. And what bills and everything he's passed or is a part of or flops around and, puts his X as a signature, clearly indicates that he just doesn't know. He's only there as a fucking puppet, just like Biden. Biden is a serious puppet. I don't even know if that's him, honestly. Just to say those things I know are different, but no matter who it is, the people that want this country to be destroyed, to be taken over by the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, the UN, the NATO, etc., is the Democrats. They are right now, and have been ever since Zelensky, the comedic answer, the comedic actor, clearly stated he's there to launder money. He's said it in so many terms. Keep sending me money. It's going to help us. Right? That's what that's all about. Yeah. So I want to say kudos to Matt Gaetz. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back later for sure. Because it's been a long day. But I will be back later today. I'll be just kind of slowing it down, have some more people on and stuff like that. And I'll send you the links for that. But I just wanted to get this out of the way and let you guys know that Matt Gaetz is a spearhead. He's doing the things he should be doing. It's something that the Democrats, when Jimmy brought up force the vote, they didn't hold Nancy Pelosi accountable. From my perspective, the Democratic caucus and people that still want to vote Democrat, they talk a lot of shit. They're just, you're an asshole, you're a Russian, you're a Trump or whatever, anti-vax or whatever they want to fucking say. But they don't do anything. They're just words. Bunch of fucking words. Yeah, Fetterman's just there to keep the seat warm, that's for sure. Yeah, so he did not want him to 2060 when he ran. Yeah, what's interesting is that's a good point. Thank you very much, Cheryl. By the way, I will be back for sure in a couple hours. Yeah, they wanted him. They did not want Fetterman a while back, and all of a sudden they want him. They shunned him. They pushed him away, and now let's use him. Da 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 da. Yeah, he's just a puppet. He is just. He is, yeah, and they're all a bunch of puppets. Katie Hobbs is a puppet, but she's on her way out. There's a lot of shit going down with that. Anyway, thank you for being here. Very proud of Matt Gaetz. I'm very proud of what they're doing. I hope they can get a speaker on there. No, I don't think Trump's going to be fucking speaker. I know everybody wants him to be speaker, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to happen. It takes a lot for that to happen. Like majority votes for Congress, blah, blah, blah. It's just a fucking bunch. It's a nightmare. But if they want to put Jim Jordan there, I'm okay. They should put in, I think Chip Roy would be good too. Right? But you want people that have been there. I'd like to see Rand Paul. I don't think anybody's put his name in that hat. I'd like to see Rand Paul as speaker, honestly. I think he would be the speaker, in my opinion. I just think that'd be a good idea. Because, and Rand Paul isn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. But everybody else right now, with all the research, the fucking countless hours of research, countless amounts of digging and calling and emailing and talking to interns and companies and corporations and politicians, the information that I've picked up, doing my own due diligence, chickadee checking myself before I wreck myself. That's not the way it goes. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. But anyway, and just, clarity and courage, and questioning authority and its sources at every turn brings me to believe that the Democrats have just become the most maniacal, self-destructive thing to this country in a long time. And they're following the New World Order thing. And it's really sad. They're following the Great Reset shit, Klaus Schwab. Like Dr. fucking Evil and Yuval Harari fucking mini-me. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there that definitely agree. But I'm going to be back. I'm taking a little break. I want to say aloha to everybody. For one, don't take the thing. Don't put the Kool-Aid in you. For two, re-look up in regards to Trump. I mean, the guy was, they stole that election from him. It'll come out. It'll come out. Mark my words. Remember I said this. Mr. Spoiler Alertist right here. They'll find out how that all went down. J6 was a setup, was a scam, and people are still in jail for that. Anyway, thank you for being on. If you want to stop by later or anything, you just let me know. There's every way to get in contact with me is in the notes, the show notes. Anyway, it's easy to do it. You can message me, you can whatever. Just get in touch. Aloha, everybody. Thank you for coming on. I will be back in a few hours, maybe a couple hours. All right, take care. Aloha. Bye-bye.